And yes, I have my Zycam with me, which I am taking every 4 hours so that I can try to get rid of this cold. Please, Zycam, help me. Everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Vlogmas Day 5. Today is December 5th, 2017. I'm a little sniffly because I am catching a cold. Actually, I already have one. And yes, I've already started taking my Zycam. So hopefully it's not going to last too long and I don't feel too out of it. But today's going to be a great day. I can't wait to share with you what I have planned for my students today. And it all starts with them finishing their iReady assessment for reading, which I hope that everyone is able to finish. And then we'll be going over different activities throughout the rest of the week. So stay tuned so you can see what today's vlog will bring. And yes, I have my Zycam with me, which I am taking every 4 hours so that I can try to get rid of this cold. Please, Zycam, help me. And right now is my planning time, so I'm going to show you some of the things that I have been working on during this time. So I just finished working on this house membership roster that I wanted to share with the other teacher, the one that teaches math and science. We both see the same students, 2 groups of students. I do the ELA and she does the math and science, and we teach each other's homeroom social studies. So obviously these are not my students for privacy reasons. I just changed it, but I went ahead and I put all the house crests and their titles and their missions and the students that belong to each house, so that when she is awarding dojo points, she knows who are the students that are in each corresponding house. So on here in the top is my homeroom, and then in the bottom is her homeroom. So the students are all listed there and she can have access to that list. And these are graphics that I created. And this is part of my house sorting guide, which is currently available in my Teachers Pay Teacher store and Teacher's Notebook store. The links are in the description box below. So this is what I have been working on this morning since the students were finishing their iReady Reading Diagnostic AP2. And this is what I use to kind of see my students' data at a glance, so I can see the whole student as it relates to reading and writing. And basically this is all their information from 3rd grade and their goal level of what we want them to achieve this year and the points to reach that level. I put the scale score for 4th grade for that current level and then the goal level, as well as include their iReady scores, their iReady scores for this year, their iReady scores for last year, the writing assessment scores that they take as they practice along the year, and the Reading Wonders e-assessments that they take. So let me show you what a typical student will look like. And this is just sample data. If this was a real student, this is the score that they received last year. This is their scale score and how they did in each cluster for the reading test. This would be if a student scored a 5, we want them to maintain a 5. In this particular case, since this particular sample student will get a 343 as a scale score, A 5 stars is a 340. So they have negative 3 points to reach it because they have more than the 340. And then here we have the iReady data, and then from 3rd grade, and this is for 4th grade. So let's say this particular student scored a 591 scale score, which got him a mid-4 at the beginning of the year in September when they took AP1. This is the growth monitoring that all the students took, and this is how this particular student may have done this time around when they finished their test today. Again, this is just a sample student. Let's say they went from a 591 to a 614. If they did have any increase, I put a little smiley face, and I put how much they increased by. And then this student, sample student, happened to go from mid-4 to late-4, so that's a good increase. And this is 16 points away from the next level, next placement, which is level 5. And then let's say the student started at a mid-4 vocabulary and stayed, so I just put an arrow continuing if the student stayed the same. And if they went up, I put an arrow going up. Likewise, if they went down, I'll put an arrow going down in red. So that kind of gives them an idea, and this is how, what I mean. This is their overall average for each assessment that they will take. Let's say this student, that's a baseline. I don't expect them to do very well because it's a basement of 4th grade standards that they haven't been taught. And then, you know, if they progress, it's fine. And if they have something like this is just, again, sample data. It's not really real data. That this particular test was text structures, and text structures is a 4th grade standard, is not a 3rd grade standard. So if they scored a 65, I'm okay with it because this is the first time they were taught text structures in 4th grade. So we're going to continue practicing. The goal is to make sure that I use the sheet in order to kind of see the whole student, and it helps me with planning, data chats, and differentiated instruction. So that's basically part of the things that I've been doing during my planning time today. And I'm thinking of possibly sharing the template that you see behind me that I showed you a clip of. So, I mean, if this is something, if you're a teacher and this is something that you will be interested in, go ahead and leave a comment down below. More than likely, I am going to put it together as an editable PowerPoint so that you can easily change the name at the top to fit your student. And I'll also leave some blank ones so that you can write your own categories and so forth. So if it's something that you're interested in, let me know and I'll put it together and put it in my Teachers by Teachers and Teachers Notebook store. So in continuing talking about the data, once this sheet is complete and I give it to the students, then they then have this data folder, and this is just my sample, and theirs has a nice little label that I put clear tape on it so that it lasts all year long. So this is how their data folders are set up. This is their data trackers. And basically on the right side, they have a place where they can log in their iReady and their reading assessments. This is the beginning of the year assessment. This is the middle of the year assessment, which they haven't taken. And this will be the end of the year assessment. And this is the AP1, AP2, and this will be AP3, which will be in May. So basically here the students have their FSA level and the scale score that they got. And then they come up with a level that they want for this year when they take their FSA and a scale score. This is the focus standard, which was the standard that they were most efficient in during the baseline assessment for reading. And that is like the cluster of questions. Again, this is just my example. This is not anyone's particular information. Then it moves on to the student reading data. And I basically put all of their Wonders e-assessments that they will be taking this year. And I put them all in this table, and students graph their overall percentage and they color it. And if they got below 70%, they put a check. Now, along with each of these assessments so that you can see, I put what are the actual skills that are being assessed in each assessment. So that if the student didn't do really well on one particular assessment, they can see what's the skill that they need to work on. Now, behind the reading tracker, they have a white sheet, and this is where they track their writing data. And we still have to finish some of the things that they've been working on. They haven't finished yet so that they can update this. But for example, they took their baseline writing test at the beginning of the year in September, and I decided to color code it because they don't get grade holistically. They get grade by the different domains for purpose, focus, and organization, evidence and elaboration, and convention. So I just color coded it. So if the student got on their sheet a 3, 2, 2, so 3 for PFO, they shade in 3 boxes in green for PFO. If they got a 2 in evidence and elaboration, which is EE, they shade it blue, so I just fill in 2 boxes for my EE. And if they got a 2 in conventions, which is the highest score in conventions, they fill it up in yellow. So this is how they're going to keep track of their writing assessments throughout the year. And basically, I keep these in a basket by my desk for both of my classes. And this is how the students track their data. And to help the students come up with their goals for their data trackers as they reflected under data, I helped them create a SMART goal by making sure their goals were specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So I modeled this for them, and then they wrote their SMART goals in their data folders. So I want to share something really awesome that I came up with, and it actually came up from a mistake or something that didn't work out for me. I ordered this shirt from an online store, and I loved it when I saw it. I thought it was amazing. I wanted to wear it, especially for our Wonder Field Trip, which is next week, Thursday. However, when it arrived in the mail, it was actually smaller than what I expected. It's too small. So I immediately thought, hey, it will be a good idea to give it to my students, but how will I do that? The wheels started to turn, and then I came up with a great idea. Why not have an essay contest where I open the essay up for both of my classes, and whoever wants to enter can enter, and they will win this beautiful Choose Kind shirt plus a $25 gift card. So my students were so excited. I already gave them the paper. I will show you what the paper says. Basically, the title of the essay contest for my students is Kindness is a Wonder Essay Contest. So I want to share the details with you in case there's any teachers out there that want to replicate and do something similar with their students. So I already told my students that only students in my class, my 2 classes, may enter. And they have 1 week, so they have a week from today to get their essays written up and turned in to me. And there's a couple of different requirements. One additional requirement is that the student must include a picture or a video clip of them doing something kind to someone else. And I did challenge them to do something kind to someone other than their family members. So let's see what happens. I'm really excited to see. Well, the students, once they saw that they could win the shirt plus the $25 Visa gift card, they were ecstatic. They were like cheering, and they were like, oh, I want to go and do it. It's funny because at the beginning when I mentioned essay contest, a lot of them were like, do we have to do it? Oh, if we don't have to do it, I'm not going to do it. But the moment that I mentioned the prices, now a lot more people wanted to join it. So I am really looking forward to see what the students submit, and I'll share with you guys next week what happens, because I'll receive everything next Tuesday, and then the students can then find out who the winner is on Wednesday, so that that person can win the shirt and wear it to our field trip. So I thought that was a really good idea to turn something that didn't work out for me, but that will be something motivational to my students, and hopefully continue to spread kindness around the world. So that is one idea that I wanted to share with you guys today. Let me quickly share with you what the essay sheet looks like. So this is the flyer that the students were given today to take home. Kindness is a Wonder Essay Contest. Kindness inspires kindness. Eligibility. This essay contest is open to all writers in Ms. Sanchez and Ms. Gonzalez's 4th grade gifted classes. Requirements. The contest deadline is Tuesday, December 12, 2017. Essays must include an introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. Essays must be 500 words or less. Essays must be the original work of the student participating in the contest. Essay must fully address the following prompt. Writing prompt. You have read an inspirational story about a boy who was shown kindness during a difficult period of his life. Write an opinion essay in which you state why kindness is important and how the world would be a better place if people were a little kinder than what's necessary. Additional requirement. Students who enter must also submit a photo or a video clip showing how they were kind to someone else. These may be sent via email, pencilsandmagicwands@gmail.com. Essay submission. Students have the choice of either submitting their essay via email at pencilsandmagicwands@gmail.com or in person on Tuesday, December 12, 2017 to Ms. Maria Sanchez in room 233. Writers must have a cover sheet with their name and date along with a drawing or image on the cover that represents kindness. Prizes. One winner will be announced on Wednesday, December 13, 2017 by Ms. Sanchez. The winner will receive a Wonder t-shirt and a $25 gift card. Let's help spread kindness. So basically, this is what they received, and I'm really looking forward to see what the students submit next week, Tuesday. And this is where I am displaying our t-shirt that the students can win. Again, this is right by the door, and this is as a way for the students to remember. I am going to end up putting a sign over here that says win this shirt, enter essay contest, and I'll put the essay instructions there. So that's basically what I am planning on doing, and I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm really hoping that this inspires the students to not only choose kind, but to help spread kindness everywhere, even by submitting their essays. And I'm really looking forward to reading their responses. So that's all I have for today, for today's Vlogmas Day 5. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment down below. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscription button and the bell for notifications so you don't miss a future video. I'm really enjoying these Vlogmas videos, and I hope that I'm giving you ideas and inspiring you out there, whether it's a student or a teacher alike. Please come back tomorrow for Day 6 of Vlogmas, and I'm really enjoying these videos and sharing all these ideas with you. And let's see where this takes us all the way to December 25th. Have a beautiful, beautiful day and keep on smiling.